Have you ever whispered to yourself, I just can't take it anymore? When the weight of life feels unbearable, when your soul is exhausted, your heart is broken, and your mind can't find rest. You are not alone. Even the strongest believers, yes, even giants of the faith, have come to this breaking point. But what does the Bible say to someone who feels like they're at the end of their rope? Let's walk together through what God's Word offers, not as a textbook, but as a lifeline. Let's start with this powerful verse. The Lord is close to the broken-hearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalm 34:18. God is not distant from your pain. He doesn't turn away from broken hearts. He draws near to them. When you're crying in silence, when no one seems to understand, when you're too tired to pray, He is still there, closer than ever. Sometimes we think, if I were stronger spiritually, I wouldn't feel like this. But let me tell you something powerful. Even Jesus had moments of deep emotional pain. In the Garden of Gethsemane, knowing what was about to come, He said, My soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death. Matthew 26:38. Jesus, the Son of God, felt sorrow that brought Him to His knees. So if you're overwhelmed, you're not weak. You're human, and you're seen. King David, a man after God's own heart, often cried out in anguish. In Psalm 13 he wrote, How long, Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? Does that sound familiar? This is not rebellion. This is real faith in real pain, crying out honestly to a real God. The Bible is full of people who reached their emotional limits. Job lost everything and said, I curse the day of my birth. Elijah, the prophet who called down fire from heaven, ran away and asked God to let him die. Even Paul, the great apostle, wrote about being burdened beyond our ability to endure. 2 Corinthians 1:8. And yet God never abandoned any of them. In fact, it was often in their lowest moments that God revealed His greatest comfort. He doesn't promise a life without pain, but He does promise His presence in the pain. Fear not, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Dia 41:10. When you say, I can't take it anymore, God replies, but I will carry you. And sometimes you just need permission to be honest. To say, God, I'm tired, I'm afraid, I don't know what to do. The Psalms show us that God can handle raw emotion. He welcomes our honesty. He doesn't ask for perfect prayers. He asks for real ones. So, what can you actually do when you feel like you're at your emotional limit? Let me give you 4 simple, powerful steps. First, talk to God. Even if all you can do is whisper, you don't need fancy words. Just say something like, God, I'm here, I need you. That's it, that's enough. He hears you, even in silence. Second, feed your heart with truth, even if your emotions are all over the place. Yeah, feelings are real, but they're not always telling you the truth. God's Word will always bring you back to what's solid, like this promise. The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in Him, and He helps me. Psalm 28:7. Let that sink in. He helps you right now, in the middle of the storm. Third, don't isolate yourself. Ask for help. God often sends healing through people. A friend, a pastor, a Christian therapist. You don't have to do this alone. And honestly, you're not supposed to. And fourth, rest. Just rest. Sometimes the most spiritual thing you can do is to slow down. Even Jesus took time to withdraw, to be alone, to recharge. Not because He was weak, but because He was wise. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You are not what you produce. Your value doesn't come from appearing strong all the time. Let this sink in. You are loved. You are seen. You are not forgotten. And this season of pain is not the end of your story. In Lamentations 3, written in a time of national despair, the prophet Jeremiah said, "My soul is downcast within me, yet I call this to mind, and therefore I have hope. Because of the Lord's great love we are not consumed." You may feel consumed, but you are not. You are still here, and that means your story is still unfolding. There is more ahead, more hope, more healing, more joy, because God is not finished with you yet. So if you're at the edge, if you feel like you can't go on, breathe and remember, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Matthew 11:28. Jesus is not just giving a command, he's giving an invitation to find peace, to rest in his presence, to know that you don't have to carry everything alone. Don't give up. God is with you, even now, especially now, and there's a new chapter waiting for you, just beyond the pain. If this message spoke to your heart, don't scroll. Hit like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs hope today. You're not alone.